That was rude, but my bad. But I'm gonna start over again. But yo,
It's all good.
my bad. Hold on, but yeah, I'm Black Father God. I make music. I'm in the social media management and marketing. Pierre, you go ahead, introduce yourself.
What's going on, Pierre? You guys can follow me on my social media, everything Pierre, and Instagram, everything finance and credit, good generational wealth. I'm just giving out free games, tapping in with you guys at the end of this month. I actually got something crazy coming, so y'all stay tuned. I'm happy to be on the podcast.
So happy to have you. Let's go. All right, go ahead, Noah.
My name's Noah. I'm a violinist. I'm currently majoring in music education in college in my third year. Almost got the degree. You know, as y'all probably seen, I've been in some of the podcasts already, and I like to speak my mind a lot. So sometimes I gotta censor myself a little bit.
That J Royal.
What's good, y'all? I'm J Royal. I rap, produce, engineer, pretty much everything music. You can find me on Instagram at J Royal Official, TikTok J Royal Spam. And yeah, that's pretty much what I do. I also do, influencer marketing, content marketing, and things like that.
J Royal.
DJ Chris Angel.
What's going on, guys? DJ Chris Angel. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok. You can Google DJ Chris Angel if you want to hear my stories. I'm in the marketing space. I use my marketing background to promote myself as a DJ, and DJ is my alter ego. So tap it.
So, hey, y'all people, we got turp.
This shit had me bad, bro. That was
Have it. All right, so we gonna talk about the importance of marketing in business. Now, I feel like the best person to, and I'm like,
It's about marketing, like this whole
we're going off of this post right here.
It's about your image. It's about your story. You gotta be appealing. Thing, right? Like you said, a lot of artists just have classmates, just have a couple songs and don't have a website, don't have marketing, don't have anything. And then they get disappointed when they only sell 70 records. It's like, you gotta understand that this is about marketing. Like this whole thing is about.
So, like the best person to start off the importance of marketing in business, we give you 5 minutes. Each person gonna have about 5 minutes, and then like I said, we gonna do an open discussion afterwards. I feel like the best person to just go ahead and talk about their viewpoints on the importance of marketing would be DJ Chris Angel.
damn, got me in the spotlight and everything. All right, guys. So keep in mind, not just for musicians, but it goes for business, to entrepreneurship, whatever you may call it, but it's always about building your own credibility, right? So I always preach about credibility. It's like, why are you always talking about credibility, right? So the reason why I talk about it is people correlate the credibility with the trust factor, right? So whether you're in the credit space, if you're an engineer, right? If you build that credibility in your workspace, people naturally are going to trust you to do those things, right? Whether it's engineering a song or doing a credit check, if you're in the credit space, if you're a business owner, you want to build that credibility. Without that credibility, really, I guess, just like in that video you showed, Drake talked about only selling 70 records, right? So if you build that credibility in your workspace, naturally business will come, opportunity, so have you. So things you could do to build that credibility is, a lot of people, they write books. So if you want to build credibility in your workspace, write a book about it, right? So if you're a producer, write a book about producing. Focus on being the #1 top-selling producer, right? So whatever your space is, be the best at it. Don't just be second, don't be third, be the best at it. The way you do that is through credibility. The more people know, the more they will want to work with you. Just like Pierre, for example, he's top-notch in the credit space and entrepreneur space, right? It's through recommendation and building that credibility. People trust him because of the amount of people he has in his network, but it's just marketing yourself, and it's not always getting a return on your investment. Sometimes you are the investment. So it's dropping bands on your music. We spend money on all these things that don't really matter, right? $5 a day on coffee, that kind of averages out to $300-400 a month. So just investing in yourself, right? Betting on yourself is going to be the biggest factor on getting up there. That's the way I see it. So, when you market yourself, that's something no one could take away from you, right? No one could take that credibility, that press, all that stuff that gives you that recognition. When people are like, well, I don't just have a business, I got top business, right? In my space, right? So if I got a rental company, I don't just have any rental company, I got the top rental company in Colorado. Here's the press to prove it. So now it makes people question, all right, I want to work with this person. He's not just any person. He's the top rapper. He's the top engineer, the top producer. He's the top in his game. So now you start building that credibility, that success, and it just keeps piling up from there. Yeah.
This man giving y'all the game, no cap. All right, J Royal has. That's an answer. I don't know. So I think when it comes to marketing and business, your marketing is very important because that's what's really going to connect your idea to your audience, right? So like, no matter how good your idea is, if you're like a rapper, you got whatever business, you have the best song in the world, the best product in the world. If nobody ever knows about your song or your product, nobody's ever going to use it. Nobody's ever going to see it. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's really like that. You need to get it out there just for it to matter. Like you can put as much quality or time you want into the product, but if your marketing is not reaching your audience, you might as well not have a product at all. You know what I mean? And going off what Chris said about credibility, credibility. Even if you are kind of getting your product out there, it's getting seen. If you don't have good marketing, like if your marketing is not structured correctly, you're not showing your best qualities correctly, people aren't gonna know how good your product is. So even if they do see it, they're not gonna buy it, not gonna want to spend money. So yeah,
Thanks. Pre-game. I should change this podcast to pre-game. Why not? No cap. No cap. All right, Noah, go ahead.
Yeah, personally, from my opinion, the marketing is very important, especially since I'm a musician. Like most of the way I made the most money is because through marketing, through different people found me. You know, I even had people order me to come to their house and play in their backyard for over $200. And that's just based off of me just promoting myself, you know, putting myself on Instagram, TikTok, and send those videos to like someone like my managers or something like that. You know, yeah, it's just like they were saying before. If you don't put yourself out there or anything, no one's gonna know. You're gonna make no money, you're gonna get no recognition, you're not gonna get the numbers. So yeah, just in general, like marketing and networking is the best thing to do, especially since I'm in college too. So it's all about networking over here. Like you gotta get to know as many people as you know, because you never know that person you're in class with 2 years ago might be the reason you have a job now.
No cap. Y'all welcome to Free Game Podcast. We get about free for free. Hi, Pierre. Important.
Yo, when it comes to marketing, it's $1 million phone, right? So I tell you all the time, you might have a product, you might be having something you sell, a service, right? You might have some influence, but if you do not have the ability to put yourself out there, to talk, to speak for yourself, to use your vocal cords, you're not going anywhere. Like people use these phones and these devices to just scroll up and down on Instagram and TikTok all day. But when it comes to marketing, when you're able to make a post or a reel, like nowadays it's easier to bring 3 to 5 reels a day. You feel me? First month, you're giving out something for free. Second month, you got courses, ebooks. Third month, you're probably doing seminars in bigger places. Fourth month, you fall back, you hire some people to run your shit, and you see how many people run your platform, and then you really buy it. But with that being said, right, marketing is the biggest thing because I got the best product in the world in my backyard. But if nobody knows in my backyard, I'm falling, you feel me? Like some people like to get on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, just to get gratification. Just to feel happy about instead of showing what their life is going through. But when it comes to actually monetizing, it's so easy. And some people don't even do it. So marketing is the biggest pro for a lot of people, but it's the biggest con when people don't know how to do it correctly. And the biggest thing too is, right, when people have Black Fire, people like DJ Chris is able to go out and market for them, they don't take a hold of those opportunities. They're scared to go and hit them up on Instagram. They've already got a following, you feel me? Like Black Fire doing his thing, DJ Chris got a following, you feel me? So they're scared to send that Instagram message or slide in the DMs, but you sit here sliding to old girl DM that you're not gonna text you back. But now you moving backwards, you feel me? You tap in with Black Fire, and they gonna get your numbers that you need, you feel me? They gonna get your numbers that you need. That standard subscription you paying for her OnlyFans. You can be paying DJ Chris and Black Fire, and now you're getting the clout, now you're getting the bread, and now you're gonna slide up on her with a verified check, which I'm moving backwards because I'm not market. But yeah.
That's bro. You could literally be spending a whole check with a blue check.
What's up, bitch? Oh, it's just yeah, cause my bad.
This is your podcast, and you didn't tell everybody not to cuss, and you the first one to drop it. That's crazy. What's up with y'all, man? I'm checking in, man. So, man.
Go ahead, Guapo, introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm OT on Guapo, man. You know, a couple of y'all know me, but, you know, for the people who don't, you know, I'm a musician or whatever like that, you know, young triple threat, man. And, you know, I believe in this podcast, so I'm on here sharing my thoughts. I don't know what the topic is for tonight, but can y'all tell?
It's all
Marketing ourselves.
I ain't put it in the group chat. I put it in the Instagram group chat. That we're hitting. Okay, but just check.
What is it?
I'll play it one more time, but it's actually, no, I'm gonna just say it's the importance of marketing and business. That's what we're going over. So I'm
Okay, support and marketing.
the importance of marketing and business.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and go, and then Guapo, you go after beat. And Shakira said he joining, so he might join.
Yeah, he just joined. They just showed me.
He just joined.
Yeah, he just stopped on.
I was like, everybody, we get Jack in here too. That'd be dope. All right, bet. All right, cool. All right, so I would say marketing and business it's literally a necessity. Like if you not marketing, you're not going nowhere. Like you lost. Like what Minecraft where you go in the netherrealm. Everybody in creative mode that's doing marketing going up. You not doing marketing, you in the nether realm. You in the goddamn, oh damn not cause it's not, but it's you in the nether realm lost with the Enderman. Don't know what's going on. You about to fall into the lava and end up in a whole nother universe. That's what people like that don't got no marketing. No blue check, no following. Like you could literally have all the game in the world. You got one follower, it don't matter. It literally don't matter. Think about that. You could be able to help absolutely anybody. When you DM people, they not gonna open it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can have all the game in the world, but don't nobody know you, it don't matter. So that's why credibility is the thing. Now you can literally have 25% of the game and you got credibility, you can outsource. So you could have 25% of what that same person has that has all the marketing ability or all the game, whatever. But let's say you got 1 million followers and a blue check, and then G Herbo Drake follow you, and then you networking. So you got the credibility. He got way more value, but nobody knows because you got more credibility because you invested in yourself. That's the game. Now the other thing, marketing makes you money. It's something called a sales funnel. So that's why you pay people to do marketing, because they do that for you. They do all the numbers and the logistics, and they do the outsourcing for certain things. For example, like ads. So let's say you sell shoes. So they're gonna be like, a marketing person gonna be like, we gonna take these shoes and we gonna target people that's gonna buy your shoes that like this specific black shoe that you have. And then we just gonna target them. Every time they open their phone, every time they open their laptop, it's gonna be your shoe. Rather than you just lost in the nether realm, just, hey bro, you need some shoes, like completely different thing. So now you spending money, you don't know what to do with it because you don't have a marketing person or you don't know how to do marketing. Now you can spend money with the marketing person. This person will be like, it costs this much pay per click, you pay me, you make this much, so now you making profit. And you don't even have to do anything if you hire a marketing person. You're just spending money and making money. Now you can go work on something. That's the importance of marketing in business. But go ahead, you go ahead, introduce yourself. Shakir, you alive?
Oh, you talking to me? Yo, what's good, man?
How you want us to call you, bro?
I just jumped in, that's why I was listening. I ain't know like what part you was on and everything. I'm Vinci Shakur.
Go ahead, introduce Shakur.
Yeah, Vinci, like Da Vinci, but no does, just Vinci Shakur.
All right, he wants to call you Vinci?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, bet. All right, go ahead. Tell us what you do, you know what I'm saying, all that. Brief introduction.
Me, I'm an artist, entrepreneur, business owner. Just started my own label as well. I like the topic. It was actually, I just dropped my project September 2nd, Between My League and My Legacy. It's out now. Shot one of the videos and everything like that. So I'm an artist sometimes. Other times I have to be like, I gotta play every position. You know what I'm saying? As far as management, the label, paperwork. That's why when I'm listening to you, I'm like, damn, I be into all of that. I get probably 2-3 hours of sleep a day because of so many positions I gotta play personally, as far as advertisement, marketing, doing podcasts, doing live reviews, doing shows, shooting a video. Gotta go spend money on a wardrobe for the video and then gotta shoot to the studio. After the studio, you gotta go home because you got family. You gotta make sure the love and the support is there as well. You have to balance everything. You gotta do the paperwork, get your LLC, get your EIN number for tax purposes so you could definitely get paid for even putting up a reel. Like Instagram gotta pay me, TikTok gotta pay me, Facebook gotta pay me, Twitter gotta dish out a little check. I don't care. It started out with $8 and then went to $55. But guess what? That's gas money. You ain't gonna get all that unless you monetization and they have an EIN number to go towards your business. So when you was just talking about the marketing aspect, I'm like, damn, I wonder if a lot of artists know that the business, this goes with other things as well, not just music, but that's the field I'm into right now, that it's only like 10% music. You know, it's 90% business. The majority of them get screwed. They wind up in 360 deals. They be in a rush. So they offer you 100K. Niggas like, oh yeah, let me get it. I just turned down 400. No, it was 350K. I waited till they went up to that number just so I could deny them. And then I get a phone now for real, because they came with 100K first. I'm like, that's everybody's standard offer. You know what I'm saying? And those artists is jump on it. Next thing you know, we don't hear about you next year. You got shelved and everything. And you don't even own your master. And you don't, like, yo, Nipsey ain't tell y'all how to do this. You ain't look at whole. You ain't see the blueprint of how Drake just did this shit for like 10-20 years. So they not really catching on. So they went up to 200,000. And I'm like, nah, like the fine print look like why would you hide that part? You know what I'm saying? So I dubbed them. They sent it to somebody else. They contact me and had to video me. They be like, you can't be serious. It's really us. It's not a scam. I'm like, I know it's y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all don't contact nobody through a Gmail. Y'all don't contact through Instagram. Y'all contact through a certain form. Like, it's so professional. I know it's y'all. You know what I'm saying? So when they went up to 350, I'm like, nah. And they like, why? So the guy called me. I don't even want to say the record label, but the guy called the record company. The guy called me personally and was like, are you such and such? I'm like, yeah. He said, oh, I heard about you. I'm like, oh, you heard the music? He was like, no, I never heard your music before. So I'm like, how you feel about me? He was like, you're the guy who denied $350,000. He made it seem like I was like fucking up in the game. Like I really messed up so bad. This offer would never, like it'd never come again. And he was like, I just really need to know why. So when I started breaking it down to, he was astonished. He was like, wow, we're not looking for that. I'm like, you mean you're not looking for that? He's like, we're looking for artists that we can do artist development with. You're already developed and the things that you know. I said, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not even supposed to tell you this. It's like you know too much. We can't profit off what you know. We need someone who really doesn't know the paperwork and the groundwork for this. And he was like, who put you onto this? I'm like, me. You know what I'm saying? He's like something's not adding up. And it's like, no, you just didn't come across someone who actually know. They usually have to learn this before they get. I mean, after they then got screwed over or the company is getting sued by one of their artists and it's conflict within the group or crazy. And it's like, I study y'all. I see the tactics y'all use with things. I seen how y'all did it with the Migos. I seen how y'all do it with singular people who, even if it was Wayne with Cash Money, you seen how Master did it. And if you look into history of the actual business structure, it's not meant for you, the artist, the model, the actor, to pay that much. It's like, you're our hoe. Let us pimp you and take a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? And once you know, like, nah, you can't pimp a pimp. Like, you know what I'm saying? They look at it like, well, we don't need a relationship. And it's like, I understand that. That's why I start your own label. I register everything within my state that I have the office in. Well, if you Google it, guess what? There's a storefront. Oh my God, it's a real business. Yes, now you have to pay me. So when they start seeing you like, they stop. They act like, you know, you're losing out if you don't jump on this deal. After a while, you don't have to go looking for them deals. They're actually gonna come to you by laws of attraction. You're gonna attract these things to you, and then now you have leverage to negotiate. Because what the artists don't know is you are the deal. They don't have to offer you something that you are. They want you because they know they can make money off of you. Now they only want to offer 25%, right? So if you offer me 25%, you think I'm worth over 250, that's $250,000, right? So that means you in your mind I'm worth $1 million, but you only give me a quarter. So you know you're gonna make that back, and I think you're gonna make it back in 6 months. So why would I sign for 2 years? So now it takes $200,000 to put into the radios for advertising and marketing, like you just was talking about, and a lot, like for radio stations and marketing. It's gonna say like 200,000, right? So then you have another, say 90, 100. We're gonna get off to another 100,000. You gotta put it into the lawyer. You gotta put it into management or hotel fees. Now you left with $50,000, dude. So now you're just gonna get some change. You're gonna get some ice. You're gonna get flashy. You got a couple pictures. You got a nice little car. You're done. You're done after that. You just really signed for $350,000 and only really spent 50. Now you gotta pay $350,000 back to them. Remember, you only have 50, but now you gotta pay $350 back to them with interest. What type of deal is that? That's like that's like I feel like it's insulting to my intelligence. Like, don't insult me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you did it to my whole con for so long. I can't allow such like that. You know what I mean? So you really got to know the business structure, the business side of things. I really encourage people to read more. Like, I really see people in a book. I don't care if you Google and read that shit, man. You don't just Google something and then the first top 3 ads come up and you click on it. That's still third party. Nah, cut them out the deal. You know what I'm saying? You want things directly. You want to know the research down. Like, somebody told me, like, yeah, I got a business. I started asking questions that the LLC actually requires, where you got to register and you got to pay like $125 just money order to the IRS. You got to do this. But then they like, it's another additional $70 for this money order. And I'm naming them. And he was like, nah, I ain't never doing something like that. You have a business then. You have an idea. It's an idea. Now, this is how you're going to get screwed. I started telling him, breaking it down. He started thinking I was trying to tell him how to run his ideas. I'm like, nah, I'm trying to tell you. It's like certain people, like when you get rejected like that, you have to allow them to, but it hurts my heart because I really don't want you to fall. I don't even know you. And I'm just like, yo, don't let this happen to you. It's how we can exile all the record companies and we can build all independent artists. After that, it's like they crash. They're done. Because at the end of the day, we think we need them, and nah, they need us. They need us to survive, to thrive. But when you know what you know, then they don't like that. Those who don't know, they don't even know they don't. So you gotta do podcasts, you gotta have to do things like we doing right now to make the next man aware. Because you might say something that I have no idea of. I'm like, damn, I knew 10 of those things. I ain't know it was 12. Now I gotta research the other 2. You might say something like, so iron sharpens iron.
You got BMI or ASCAP.
Right on. Saying stuff and I don't even know what they talking about.
Those are like 2 main companies to do music with. But get a lot of other royalties. A lot of artists don't know they could be getting paid out on. Because you can also sign up as, the way I have it set up is I sign myself up as my own writer, my own composer, and also the musician. So people don't know you could get a whole nother royalty just for saying you're the writer of your own song, bro. Like,
That's going right. Just talking about singing art clicks in like the past 2 minutes, just off of that.
Yeah, they sent they music to like, was it DistroKid or United Masters or one of them? And I'm like, yo, did you register it? Like what you mean? I register your songs? I'm like, look, you're gonna get paid your little change from your streams, right? They're going to keep the publishing and the writer as if they wrote it. Just because you didn't do it, it goes to them regardless because you went through them. So by you mentioning that lets people know, like, yo, you really better jump on ASCAP or damn right. You have to. You have to register as a writer. You writing your own stuff, right? It's you. Then you have to get the writership.
There's a whole nother